Rachel Ruto, you are a mother. You have your children. You know the pain of childbirth more than most of us who may not have given birth. Rachel Ruto, you are a woman of God. You kneel before God every morning. You kneel before God every evening. This evening when you go down to kneel and pray, remember huyu mama mwenye amepoteza mtoto wake. Rachel Ruto, parie mama ni moko nyathinde gibunde. And while you are praying, remember the word of God and plead with God and tell God vengeance is mine. Ask God to pay for the children of those who have killed this mother's child. Atiekunuka wacho kama. Book mar Deuteronomy. No, Jeremiah 31:15. Wacho niya. Thus saith the Lord, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rahel weeping for her children, or Rachel weeping for her children. And she refuses to be comforted because they are no more. Atiekunu gidholuoka wacho ni book mar Jeremiah 31. Apaga bich wacho ni duol no winje Rama. Yuak gi nduru mathoth. Rahel ka yuago nyithinde to odagi ot nikech gionge. Rachel ng'e ni imbi bo yuago mana nyithindi kakwa yuago marwa nying Ruoth Yesu. Achiel nyone anyotho nyoro kanyo sebede ICU.
Millie Odhiambo, the focal MP from Suba North, has come out to call Rachel Ruto. Rachel Ruto, the wife or the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, has been accused that he is a mother, he knows the pain of giving birth, but now some of the things which or this administration has caused are the reason why he is calling her out. He is calling her out to pray for these women who have really faced a lot of misery because some of the policies which have been placed come from the direct respondent of him, that is the husband who is the president. In Kenya, we have seen a lot of controversy, we have seen a lot of cries, we have seen a lot of people come out and say that their sons have been abducted, their children have been abducted. Like this woman now has lost her son and is really facing a lot of pain.
It's a bit of a mystery in Kenya about who is abducting government critics who have been disappearing since these protests began in June. At least 82 people, according to the Kenya National Commission of Human Rights. And what seems to happen is as soon as somebody becomes critical of the government on social media or organizes a protest, they disappear. Some of them have come back and said they were tortured, they were chained to the floor, naked, and questioned about the source of the funding, or just why they're being so vocal against the government of President William Ruto. He says that he will stop the abductions, but he also had a conditional part of that he will stop the abductions, but the young people of Kenya have to behave, they have to be polite, and they have to be disciplined, which people saw as a tacit endorsement, or at least an admission that his government has been abducting some critics. In the last 2 or 3 weeks, several more people have disappeared. Some of them young people in their 20s who posted AI-generated images of President William Ruto in a casket. One of them, a popular cartoonist who's been sharing satirical silhouettes of President William Ruto. They've all disappeared. Their families believe they were picked up, tracked on their phone, and picked up by Kenyan security forces. I want you to listen to one of the family members.
I am here as a parent. Please, I am begging. I have cried enough. I do not have strength. I feel like dying.
And so, a short while ago, a judge in Kenya has ordered the national police and the security agencies to unconditionally release the abducted people that are in their custody, even though the police have claimed they don't have them in their custody, and they're investigating why. Many in the country just don't believe them. The families don't believe them because they haven't made any attempts to investigate who exactly is snatching these critics off the road. And they've disappeared, some of them, for several months now, Becky.
It's good to have you, sir. Thank you very much indeed to Larry, who is today in Luanda in Angola. Right.
Indeed, there's been a lot of misery in the last few days when the rising number of abduction has really made many people come out and call out the Kenya Kwanza regime. Now that these things have happened, many Kenyans have accepted the reality that indeed, if you are a government critic, you might be facing the challenge of abduction or even forced disappearances. Many people have come out to call out on the issue of morals, and we saw even other politicians who came out to hurl unprintable words in front of the president. But the young people, they are called, they lack morals, yes, they are retaliating from the fight which has been put in place by the Kenya Kwanza regime. As of the moment, things are really changing, things are really going hard, and they might be shattering dreams of the many young people. As of the moment, we have seen how the issue of abduction has really raised concern. From the earlier clip, you saw how that woman was really crying for her son.
Number one, I want to ask them, did we have the public participation? Because from the way this SHA is being implemented, it's showing that there was no any single public participation from the private hospitals, because it seems this SHA is meant only to support the public hospital. But it's clear that public hospitals are not enough, do not have the facilities to support this program. Number two, this SHA gave us a report because we understand the concept of SHA was to borrow the idea of the universal health care that was to be meant to provide, that was done, the feasibility study that was to be done in Kisumu County, Makueni and Machakos. What lesson did we have during that particular time, so that as we implement this program, what are we learning from the past experience? And in this matter, I want to ask them, did we have the transition process? Because you remember we took away the program for the early children who are going to school. We scrapped off Linda Mama, we scrapped it off. But then we need to have the proper transition. Why are we telling people to register right now, yet we had time for them? So what are we getting? And they are telling people to register without paying. Is it a pyramid scheme that we are talking about, or what is it? And is it okay? We can, as members, we can recall off this SHA because it's not going to work. Who are the healthcare, the insurance companies that are providing? Some of the hospitals, they are accepting SHA, like Nairobi West. Some are not. Who are people, like the system is not working, and all that. Maybe the last one that I will just try to highlight. There are those patients that are in KU referral, the cancer patients. They are already registered in SHA. But when they go there, they can be treated, but they are saying there are no drugs, they have to go and buy those drugs. So, honorable members, I want to propose before the members that this SHA, it's just a scam that is not